Dear participants, I welcome all of you in this lecture of programming in Python, where I will discuss a new data type, that is dictionary. In last class, I discussed creating set, how to access set, and how to take slice from a set that we call set slicing. And then we had seen operations and functions of set, methods of set. So we had already discussed all these concepts. So we have seen how to take union of two sets and how to take intersection, set different, and so on. So we have already discussed sets as far as Python data type is concerned. In today's lecture, I will discuss how to create dictionary, which is a very important data type, and we'll see certain properties of dictionary, and we'll also discuss how to access dictionary. Then we'll move on to problems on dictionary. We'll discuss certain problems on dictionary, and finally I will compare all the data types that we had discussed till now, right? So we discussed list, tuples, set, string, and in today's lecture, dictionary. So I will try to compare all these data types. So what are the advantages of dictionary? Dictionary is the most powerful collection of Python. So in dictionary you could have different type of data that you can access using key values. So the dictionary data type is a collection of items in the form of key values pair. Each item consists of key value pairs. Keys are unique. It means keys are immutable, right? It should have unique values. As far as values are concerned, so value could be immutable data type, and it could have repeated value. Unlike sequences, unlike list and tuple, string, which are indexed by range, so you can access all these using index, right? You can access list, individual elements of list, tuple, and string using index. Dictionaries are indexed by keys. So if you want to access individual elements, so you will access using the keys only, which can be any immutable type. So keys could be need to be immutable. So immutable, like we are having tuple and other data type, right? A string. So string could be the key. The dictionary itself is immutable. We can change its state, its length and content. So it means the keys are immutable, but as far as whole dictionary is concerned, so you can expand the dictionary, you can add more items into the dictionary, and you can change the state of the dictionary, its length and content. So dictionary, how to create dictionary? So we used to create dictionary using the key value pair separated by column. So we have seen, let me select the pen. So we have seen how to create a set, and we used to create set using this particular notation, using curly braces. Similarly, if you need to create a dictionary, so again we'll use this curly braces, but inside curly braces the element would be separated with key value pair. So like a and then colon 1. So this is actually key and this is value. Similarly, you could take certain more items. Let's say 2. So here this is key and this is value. The dictionary can also be created using dictionary function. So you can use dictionary function as well to create the dictionary, like in this case. So there are two different ways to create dictionary, either directly using curly braces, and inside curly braces you need to include key value pair, right? The keys must be immutable data. It means the keys, so these values should be immutable, right? Immutable data like integer, float, string, tuple, So all these you can use in as far as keys are concerned. uh, but you cannot use mutable data. You cannot use list as a key, right? So you cannot use list as a key. The keys must be unique. So each and every, although you can enter duplicate values, but internally a dictionary would not store those. uh, Dictionary will just discard the duplicate items. Key must be unique. Like in this case, I told you, you can include duplicate members. Like in this case, uh, I have used duplicate keys in this case. But finally, you will get the non-duplicate values. Like in this case, if you print this one, so you will get these values. Similarly, keys must be immutable. It means you cannot use list as far as key is concerned. So this one is okay, this one is okay, but this is not okay, right? To access values, dictionary uses keys. So using keys, you can access the data item. The key is used with square bracket. So if I need to access the, let's say this is your key, this is your dictionary, A and then 1 and then B and 2. So this is your dictionary. If you want to access the individual items, so I can use A. So it would give me 1, right? So I can use a square bracket and inside a square bracket, that is inside index operator, I would use key. Other ways, you can also access data using get method. Like in this case, so this is key. So you can access the value for this particular key using the get method. So it would return 28. So all these two options are available as far as accessing values are concerned. Either you can use index operator using key, or you can use get method. We will see one more form of get method in next slides. Dictionary, if you want to display contents, you can display contents depending, you can display contents using different functions actually. So we are having functions, you could say methods actually. So these are methods. Using items, I can access the data, and using keys, I can access the data. Similarly, using values, I can access the data. So items actually include both key value pair. So using for loop, I can use this method to access the elements of dictionary. So if I am using items, it would give me both key value pairs. If I am using key as a method, so I would get the keys, and on those keys I can get the data values as well. As far as values method is concerned, it would give me the value of the all values on different keys actually. So like in this case, if I would display age dot value, so it would give me 25, then 20. So these two values would be displayed. Now I told you dictionaries is a mutable data type. The items can be added, updated. So although you cannot update your keys, so keys are actually immutable. But as far as whole dictionary is concerned, it is having mutable data type. So assignment operator can be used to add new items. So let's say you are having this dictionary, and this is key value pair, then again B and 2. So this is your existing key. If you can use, let's say C. I'm trying to find out, I'm trying to assign value at this particular key 3. Since C is not present in the as a key in this dictionary, so it would be added, right? When I will display A, then you will observe one more key value pair, that is C. So apart from A and B, you will get C as well. So in this way, you can add some elements into the existing dictionary. So using the assignment operator can be used to add new item, and you can also update the value of the existing item. So I can update the value of this existing item as well. If I will use AB is equal to 3, so this value would be updated, right? If the key is already present, value gets updated. So that is the point. Else a new key value pair is added. Like I have just mentioned that if suppose I'm trying to update D, which is not available in this dictionary, right? So what would happen? D would be added to the dictionary. You can also use update method to update the values. It updates the value if key exists. Otherwise, it adds new item. So let's say if Kavi is present, right? So value would be updated. And let's say Rahil is not present. So Rahil would be added with this value, that is 23. So in this way, you can update more than one element of a dictionary. So you have two different options. Either you can use index operator in the form of key, or you could use update method to update the dictionary. Dictionaries are mutable. The items can also be removed. Since I already discussed that dictionaries are mutable, it means you can expand your dictionary. Similarly, you can remove certain items from a dictionary as well. So we are having different methods like pop, clear, delete. So all these methods you can use. So pop, you can use pop method to remove any key value pair from the dictionary. And in P, you need to pass the as an argument, you need to pass the key, like in this case. So this key value would be deleted. Similarly, you can delete individual element using del function. Del function can also be used to delete whole dictionary. If I will write here del A, so whole dictionary would be deleted. You can also use clear method to clear the whole dictionary. So these are different ways through which you can delete some elements of the dictionary, or you could even delete the whole dictionary. There are certain function that we can use: length, return the length, the number of items in the dictionary. So you can find out the length using this function. There is one more function that is sorted. So it returns a new sorted list of keys in the dictionary. So you will get the sorted list of keys. Again, copy can be used to return a shallow copy, or if you need to make a deep copy, then again you can use a deep copy method. So that is available. There is one more version of get. So we have seen get is used to it actually return the value of a key. Suppose in the previous slide I discussed like get key. So what it actually gives you, it gives the value present at that key, and if key is not present, then D would be returned. Let's say I am giving get Rahil and then comma 0. So if Rahil is present, so its corresponding value would be returned. Otherwise, 0 would be returned. So it is very important method that will use to solve a particular problem actually. How to iterate individual items of the dictionary. So we are having different ways through which we can access the item. One way is to use items method, like in this case. So this items actually return key value pair. So you need to use key value pair. So in this way you can access the individual element, right? Similarly, you are having other methods like dictionary dict1 dot keys. So it will return the keys, and you can use So what I would write here in case of keys, so I would write for key in dictionary dot keys. So if I need to print, then I will write print. Let's say my dictionary is dict1, right? So dict1 key. So in this way I can print the individual value at that keys, right? Another way is to get the value of the key. So I will use for val in dictionary1 dot values. So it would return the values actually. So this variable would contain individual values. So there are different ways through which you can get the here there are certain ways to iterate through the key value pair. Then if you need to, let's say I need to find out that frequency of each character in a string. Let me open ideally. So my target is to find frequency of each character in a given string. Let's say you have supplied a string and you need to find a frequency of each character. Let's say I'm entering a string like New Delhi. So it would give me frequency of each character, the frequency of N, the frequency of E, the frequency of Q, W, and so on. So you have been given a problem that you need to find out the frequency of each character in a given string. So that is the problem, right? And how to solve it? So I would try to solve this particular problem using the dictionary. So what I will do, I will store individual character in the form of keys and its corresponding frequencies in the form of values. So that is the target. Let's say I mean inputting the value like text is equal to and input enter a string, right? So I will get a string in this variable. Then what I will do, I will read for I in text. If I will read text, so what it will do, it will actually, I will contain individual characters of this string that is available in variable text. So whatever the string is there in the text, I will fetch individual character. So I would iterate individual character. Now since I told you I would first create a list, dictionary. Let's say dictionary is dict, and then so I have created an empty dictionary first, and then what I will do, I will try to find out di. So what it would contain? So di, it means I am looking for a value at this key position, at this key. So let's say I entered new. So n would come at very first iteration, n would come and it would look for the value. So if it is present, then it is okay. But at this moment of time, nothing is there in the dictionary. It is having empty. So I will first try to get d dot get. I have already told you what actually it gives. Get. So get actually gives me I and then comma 0, right, and then plus 1. So what does it mean? It actually give me the value at this position, value at this key. So key is actually I, and I told you that get is having two different versions. If it is not there, if that there is no such value of this particular key, then 0 would be returned, right? And then what I will do, I will add 1. So at very first instance, let's say n has come at very first iteration. So n would be your key and the value would be 1. Let's say again n come after some iteration. So what would happen? It would fetch n from this dictionary, and at this moment of time it would return 1, not 0, right? And then it would return 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So in this way, whole frequency would be calculated, right? And let me complete this one, and I will display print d, right? So let me execute this one. Here I am having file test, just overwrite it and let me execute this one, right? So enter a string. I have entered here, let's say Aligarh city. Yes. So you can observe here, it has actually stored individual character and its frequencies. Like A is has come 1, the frequency of capital E is 1, then frequency of L is 2, right? You can observe L is there and also L is there, right? Similarly, it has actually given me frequencies of each and every character. Even there is a space here, right? So it has given me frequency of spaces as well, right? So in this way you can find the frequency of each character, right? Let's say there is one more problem. If I need to find out the frequency of words, instead of finding individual frequency of individual character, let's say I am more interested in finding frequencies of words. So what I will do, how I will mold this problem, how I will solve this problem. So let's say you are getting a line of words in this variable, string variable. So what I will do, I will split the whole text dot split. So I will first split on the basis of spaces, and it would actually return a list of words, right? And I will store it this in L. So now it will give me list of words. Now what I will do, I will keep this and then I will try to read this L, I in L. Now in this case actually L is containing list of words, right? So I will contain individual words in this case. Since it is L is actually list of words, so I would contain individual elements of list, and individual elements are actually words. Now this would again the same logic would be used, and count of words would be stored in this dictionary. Let me execute this one, right? So let's say I'm entering new and then Delhi and then again new and then Delhi. So you can observe here, right? New, it has given me a frequency of new as a 2 and then frequency of Delhi as a 2. So in this way you can solve several problems of a dictionary. So it is very important data type, and then we'll see this. It is very important data type as far as pandas are concerned. So panda actually store data in the form of dictionary. Now let me come to the PPT now. So you have seen how to access keys. The same program is written here. The frequency of each characters, I have written that program here as well. Similarly, I can convert dictionary to list or set or tuple. So you can convert keys of a dictionary into a list, like in this case. So in this way, actually, the whole items key value pair is you know stored in the form of list. Similarly, I can store keys only in the form of list. Similarly, values, and the same similar manner I can store uh, elements of dictionary into tuple, and then individual keys into tuple and values, and similarly and so on. So you can uh, convert dictionary into different data types, right? Like in this way. So there are certain exercises. Write a program in Python to call the words in a line of text, right? So I have already solved this particular problem. Write a program in Python to call number of lines, number of words, and the word having maximum instances. So now you need to solve this particular problem. The third one was write a Python program to count frequency of each character in a line of text. So I have already solved this one also. There is one more typical program, that is write a program in Python to check whether a sentence is pangram or not. So a pangram or holoalphabetic sentence is a sentence that that contains every letter of the alphabet at least once, right? It means uh, in pangram is having all the letters of the English. So if you would, so what, how we will solve it? First, we will store the individual characters, right? And individual characters in the form of dictionary. So each character would be treated as key, and its frequency would be treated as values, right? So if length of this dictionary is 26, right, it means each and every characters are actually present in that string, in that text, right? Since I'm using the same problem I actually solved using when I was trying to find the frequency of each and every character. So similar manner, if the length returns 26, it means that string is pangram, otherwise it is not. So in this way you can solve this particular problem. So these are certain pangrams that you can use, right? And one thing more, you need to add some logic. You need to, when I was solving frequency of each and every character, so in that sense, spaces was also coming in the dictionary, right? So you need to explore the spaces. So you have to write logic for that, right? And then you need to count the characters, right? Then I have already written this program for you. So what I did only, I used this logic only to exclude spaces, and if its keys has given me 26, the length of keys, then it is pangram. So it is very simple program, although it looks some complex, but the program is very simple. Now similarly, you can find a pattern as well. So the general pattern to call the words in a line of text is to split the line into words, that I have already discussed. So they loop through the words and use a dictionary to track the count of each word independently. I have already solved this one, right? So I have solved a problem related to count of character, count of words, right? So I have already gone through that solution. Now we'll compare the string, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So we had already discussed all these data types. So as far as a string is concerned, so it is stored non-homogeneous data type. What does it mean? Your string could have alphanumeric values as well, you know. So it could have English alphabets as well as digits. So That's why it is non-homogeneous. Similarly, list could have a string, a numeric numbers, float, integer. Similarly, tuple and set. Dictionary could also have non-homogeneous data type that store key values pair. So non-homogeneous are possible in all these data types. Can be represented by double quote or single quote or triple quote as well. So there are three distinct ways through which you can represent your string. As far as list is concerned, your list is represented using this big bracket actually, and tuple is using a small bracket, set and dictionary is represented using curly braces in this case. And string allows duplicate elements. It means suppose you are writing a word, so in that word duplicate characters could come, so that is possible. Similarly, list could contain duplicate elements. Tuple can also contain duplicate element. And as far as set is concerned, although you can include duplicate elements, let's say I am creating a set, I can add I can I can mention duplicate elements, but internally the unique elements would be stored, right? So if I am including duplicate elements, so it won't give me error. Let's say I am creating a set in this format, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. So it won't give me error actually, but internally unique values would be stored. So if I would print A, then it would give me only 2, then 3 only, right? Similarly, duplicate elements are not allowed in keys, right? So as far as keys are concerned, duplicate elements are not allowed, although you can store duplicate values. Example is this one. Then here is the example of list, and then tuple, similarly set, and in this way we use dictionary. So can be created using string function. So we can also create string using str function. For that, for creating list, we can also use list. Then we can use tuple function to create tuple, set, and then dictionary. So using this you can create the set and dictionary. And as far as mutability is concerned, so string is immutable. What does it mean? So you cannot update individual characters, right? And even you cannot expand the string, or you cannot shrink the string. What you can do, you can assign some other string to a particular variable, but individual characters could not be updated. So it is mutable. List is mutable. You can expand the list, you can shrink the list, you can update individual elements. Tuple is immutable as far as whole tuple is concerned. So it is immutable, but individual element can be updated if having list statuses. So if you are if your tuple is having element is in the form of list, so that list can be updated. So that list can have mutable elements, right? But otherwise you cannot update the tuple. So it is actually immutable. Now as far as set is concerned, so set is mutable. You can expand the set and update the set. A dictionary is mutable. Again, you can expand the dictionary, but keys are not. So if you are using list in the key, so that is not possible. No, string is order. I mean, we can access using the index operator. Similarly, list can be accessed using index operator, so it is ordered. And tuple is also ordered, but set is unordered, right? You cannot access set using index operator. Dictionary is ordered. Nowadays the version of in the version of Python 3.7 and above, it is actually ordered. And before that it was unordered. You can create empty string using this format, like here. Similarly, you can create list, empty list, or you can apply this one as well, or you can write t is equal to tuple, so it would create your empty tuple set. In this way you can create an empty set, and similarly dictionary. So all these we have discussed in detail in different lectures. So Just to summarize what we had discussed till now, sorry, we have seen how to create dictionary, and we discussed the properties of dictionary and how to access the dictionary. So you can access dictionary using items, using keys, and using as well as using values. We have seen how to compare different data types. So I'm stopping here. Thank you so much for joining this class. We will again meet in next lecture.